Reasons why Obama missed the France rally. Does it really matter? In all fairness, if he would have gone, we wouldn't have been satisfied with what he'd have to say, mainly because he wouldn't have said anything worth the carbon credit anyway. We condemn the actions of these madmen, whom I won't acknowledge as Islamo-fascist terrorists, and I applaud the officers who set the example of not carrying firearms. I hope America will follow their lead and realize that an armed citizenry is not the answer. I want to take an even bolder stance and not only have unarmed police officers on bikes, but unarmed police officers on roller skates. And I'm sure Dianne Feinstein will agree with me that nobody will shoot an unarmed police officer on roller skates.
I think what happened. Propaganda.
Are the French and the U.S. friends again? I can't keep up. The Obama administration says he didn't show up due to security concerns. I don't blame you. I'd feel a little nervous about security too in a country where the cops don't carry firearms. Netanyahu was out there though, because he's got them big matzo balls to stand up to Islamo-fascist terrorism and doesn't act like his teeth will fracture if he says the word terrorist. Why are people asking why Obama wasn't there when he already told us? They need specific reassurances that their citizenship really means something, that America has learned the right lessons from the Japanese internments during World War II, and that I will stand with them being Arabs and Pakistani, should the political winds shift in an ugly direction. I don't think it's a stretch to apply them to Muslims. And what is an ugly direction to Obama? It isn't just about rounding people up. Political winds shifting in an ugly direction for Obama means having to point negatively to the Muslims he would ultimately side with. Him showing up to that unity rally would be an affront to the true believers of Islam. Obama will dispatch forces to kill some of them, sure, even bin Laden. That's no crime for Obama and Islam. Their jihadic mission is to be martyred anyway. Haven't you noticed that Obama will have them killed before associating Islam with anything negative like terrorism? And with that careful political correctness, he creates a cover for the expansion of Islam. We'll smoke a few of those radicals for credibility while political correctness paves the way for the infiltration of Islam. We're talking about an administration that holds to political correctness and will go as far as to make a distinction from these murderers from Islam. Liberals are funny like that. If a Muslim murders, well, it's not really Islam, but always try to play moral equivalence and bring up the KKK as full-on Christians, even though what the KKK was doing had nothing to do with Christ's teaching, while terrorists are following Muhammad's teachings. I reckon it doesn't matter how much evil will be done, and it will be, because we have a president who is an enabler of the Islamic agenda. Take Boko Haram. The words Islam and terrorists won't be used in the same sentence concerning them, I reckon. At worst, they'll just be considered sadistic sex traffickers, but they're helping to get rid of some of them Christians, so we won't worry about them that much. And we're already walking a fine line of political correctness with appeasing Middle Eastern Muslims, while trying to make it look like we're dealing with militants. It would be too politically incorrect to go after black Muslims like Boko Haram. I guess what I'm saying is, don't expect Obama to do what's right. His objective is to transform America. I'm Alfonso Rachel with ZoNation, and I told y'all years ago, getting bin Laden is hardly gonna make a dent in terrorism. But liberals kept saying that's who we need to get instead of bothering with Iraq and so on. And it's gonna get worse, because we got liberals that can't even connect Islam and terrorism when a kosher deli is targeted. Yeah, they just picked the first place they saw to get something to eat and shot up the place because they didn't have hummus or something. Are the French and the U.S. friends again?